Hi phenomenal people, my name is Helen Augustine and you are highly welcome to my YouTube channel. Before I start this video, I want to say a very big thank you to my 500 plus YouTube subscribers. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much for supporting me in my YouTube journey. It's been a beautiful experience so far. I've had my highs and I've had my lows. I'm so grateful for standing and sticking with me through thick and thin. Yes, because there are times when I'm like, oh God, can I do this? Should I continue? It's been a beautiful experience. Thank you so much for the likes, the shares, the comments, the subscriptions. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much for the recommendations as well, because there are times when I see some comments on how to do YouTube better. You know, those comments are so encouraging because it tells me that you care about me and you care about my growth. In today's video, I want to share my personal experience on my journey to starting a YouTube channel. Most people don't know that I can be a 90% introvert and 10% extrovert. And growing up, I used to be very shy of cameras. My dad, my siblings, my friends, people that know me when I was a child would testify to the fact that I hate cameras. I hate being in the public eye. I get really terrified when I'm on stage performing, because as a child I used to be a dancer. I used to participate in these church activities that would require me to act on stage, and it has always been a terrifying experience for me. But then I had this inner desire to talk to people, to express myself on camera. I loved videos. I loved editing videos. I loved everything videos. So one day a friend of mine, Femi, introduced me to this Viscuit app. It's actually similar to TikTok, but I saw myself creating entertaining videos, creating content, comedies.
What happened to your color? You used to be yellow before. Now you're faded though. You're pale.
My in-law, you can at least sit down. At least let me offer you cola. Since this is the first time you're coming to my house.
Let me offer me cola. You're not even ashamed to tell me to sit down on a mat. Look at what they are eating. What is this?
Jesus. Papa, that's our lunch.
A lunch?
Our food for lunch.
It's our food. Food, we're having it for lunch.
Food. You're having it for lunch. Gary and Pancanel. Tochi Gary na ako. Ha! I'm taking you home. You brought my daughter to starve her to death? Not on my life.
Papa, why are you insulting my husband like this?
Shut up! Your husband. You think once a man and a husband, that person becomes your husband? Is that?
And then I told myself, if I can do this, then I can actually use my real voice to shoot nice videos, nice content. And in today's video, I want to share with you the things that I was afraid of and how I was able to conquer the fear of being seen. So guys, let's jump right into the video. So before I share the first point, I want to tell you that there's nothing in this life that you cannot do. There's nothing in this life that you cannot achieve if only you put your mind to it. Now, the first thing that hindered me from starting a channel was my imperfection. I had a lot of challenges. I had this stuttering issue. Whenever I speak on the camera, thank God, God is helping me that I'm able to subdue and control it to an extent. But I noticed that whenever I speak to people or whenever I'm talking for a long time, I stutter. So my imperfections got to me. I had to go to YouTube one time to watch videos, to watch what people are doing. And I'm like, are you sure you can do this, Selling? Because look at how fluent they are talking. When I watched these videos, I said to myself, I can actually unlearn and learn, right? I can actually improve myself and evolve in such a way that I would want to. Even though I'm a work in progress, I can still work myself into that part of fluency. I was able to conquer my fear of imperfection by, one, staying positive, because someone who is positive minded, can strive and do anything. So I stayed positive, and the second thing I did was I submitted myself to learning how to speak, learning how to make videos, improving myself in areas that I had weaknesses in. So if you want to do something, it might not be YouTube, it can be anything, baking, singing, anything. You can conquer the fear of imperfection by identifying what your weakness is and intentionally working to improve on it. The second thing that held me back from starting my channel on time was the fear of criticism. I'm not saying that I'm not open to constructive and kind criticism, but there are some criticisms that are so hurtful and mean, like when people drop mean comments on your posts when they don't relate to your content, or when someone is triggered by your content and just feels it's okay to drop hurtful comments on your page. I was really scared of that. I was actually scared of hurtful criticisms, like criticism that were not kind, that were not thoughtful, because the truth is not everyone would agree with what you say. Not everyone would agree with what you post, even though they are not kind or they are not constructive in what they say. It shouldn't affect you much because they are strangers, right? Even when they don't construct it well, there are times when I read some comments, right? I try to know where the person is coming from. The person might really mean well for you, but the way they put it is not so healthy. At times I just take the message. If the message is actually important, I take it and I run with it and leave the other part. Then at times I know that this particular comment is springing up from hate, envy, name it, all sorts. I try my possible best to shut my mind, not to dwell on it much, so it doesn't affect my mental health. So you can as well do the same. It's not everything you respond to. It's not everything that you feel is an attack that is an attack. There are times people don't know how to actually construct comments, and you just have to understand from their own point of view and move forward. The third thing that held me back was the fear of failure. There are times when I'm like, what if I start this channel and people don't warm up to my content? What if I start and people don't really like me much? I had a lot of what if. And the thing is, the more you keep procrastinating and suppressing your ideas, there's a high chance that you might regret it later. Why don't you just start first? Even if you fail 100 times, keep trying. Keep trying until you get it right. Keep trying until you get that win that you're looking for. There's no harm in trying. Just start already and be consistent. And who knows, you might just be lucky at the first try. So don't procrastinate, just do it. And the final thing that held me back from starting my content creation journey was not having the equipment to use. Like I envisioned myself having these heavy cameras here and there, shooting from left, right, and center. But I had to tell myself the truth. Just get what you can get and start already. There are times we hinder ourselves because we just want to start big. There are times you need to start with what you have. Start with what you have at hand. Don't wait till you get everything before you start. There are times you might just have that 20,000 naira. Start that business with that money. Don't wait till you get 1 million. Don't wait till you get something big before you start. Right now, I'm currently shooting with my iPhone, and honestly, you can start. You can start with what you have. You can even start shooting outside your vicinity if you don't have good lighting. Just do something. Don't procrastinate. Stop giving excuses. Just start already. So guys, here are the 4 things that held me back, and thank God that I was able to conquer those fears and face the camera and speak to you guys. And I hope that you also do. It's not only content creation, it can be anything, as I said earlier. So get started guys. I'm rooting for you and I'm wishing you the best in all your endeavors. And finally, I want to say that be consistent in what you're doing. Have faith. Don't stress yourself much. Do what you can. Be authentic. Just live your life. Don't push so hard. Give yourself the grace that you need. When you fail, get back up. Keep trying until you get it right. And if this is your first time of tuning into this channel, thank you so much for stopping by. And please do well to subscribe before leaving so that you can be notified when I post another video. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and see you in my next video.